Hey guys, so you guys are just gonna be watching me cook this little pasta that I saw on TikTok, on Instagram. I saw it on both Instagram and TikTok, so I just thought it must be good, and it looks pretty good. So, let me just get y'all started with some of these recipes. First thing we're gonna need is our ground beef. Slide some of this in there. Hold on one second. Slide this in there. I kind of came to a realization that as a man, or just, you know what I'm saying, as an individual, for real, I feel like anybody should just know how to cook for themselves, because you just gotta be as independent as possible. You're not gonna always have somebody who's cooking for you, or you're not always gonna, if you're like me, you're not gonna always have the money to wanna go out and spend on fast food things. Plus, it's a little bit healthier if you cook your own food, and it's cheaper. First, we got our ground beef. Then you're gonna want your all-purpose seasoning, black pepper, paprika, and your onion powder. Now you're supposed to have Italian seasoning, but I don't have no Italian seasoning. Unfortunately, I literally went to the grocery store, got all this stuff, and completely forgot about the Italian seasoning. I honestly thought I already had some, but I checked like 5 times and turns out I don't have none. So, in place of the Italian seasoning, I'm gonna use some oregano leaves, and we're just praying for the best, hoping that it still tastes good. Mind you, this is my first time making this dish, this pasta dish. It looked really good on TikTok and Instagram, so bear with me here, bear with me. I'm gonna be using bow tie noodles because that was what was used in the video, and it, like I said, it looked really good. So let's crack this box open. Alright, I'm gonna turn this heat on a little bit. I already got my water in my pot. Let's put a little bit of these in here. Just have that boiling while, you know, we get this together. Another thing you're gonna need is your white cooking wine. You're gonna need that white cooking wine, not white cooking. What is it called? Not white vinegar cooking wine. White cooking wine. You see that? White cooking wine. I got both of them to just differentiate for you all. This is white. I'm not sure if you can see that. White wine vinegar. That's not what we're using. We're using white cooking wine. If y'all can see that. Alright. So let's start getting seasoning. Let's start off with onion powder. Let me turn my heat up a little bit. So just gonna sprinkle a little bit of that in there. Like I said, I'm not really doing complete measurements. I'm just eyeballing a lot of this here, but if you already know how to cook, you probably already know how to, you know what I'm saying? You probably already know the physics of eyeballing the seasons. Then we're gonna use some black pepper. Get that good up in there. I don't want to overdo it. Get some of that paprika in there. Usually, I don't usually use too much paprika. Like, I've used paprika before in different dishes, but I know paprika can be like kind of like, I feel like overpowering in a sense, but not fully. So I never really used too much paprika, but for this dish, we're gonna use it, I would say a medium amount. Alright, like I said, I don't want to overdo it though. Alright, wait. You used the onion powder already. That was the first thing we started off with. Use the black pepper. Let me just set that stuff over to the side. Use the paprika. Alright, now let me put my all-purpose seasoning in there. Now, in the video that I saw, it says something about, I know it was a different brand, but hey, I figured it's all-purpose seasoning, it's all the same thing. So get yourself some all-purpose seasoning and sprinkle it in there. Okay, here, let me go ahead and get this, pop this open. say push. It says push, but I'm pushing in. Let me see. All right, we're gonna have to take a knife to this because. Oh, a pair of scissors. I'm not about to. Just put a hole in it, honestly. Bro, why do you make this so strong? Okay, wait. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Okay. Let me turn this because I'm not trying to burn myself. They made this mad strong, bro. That would have been a lot simpler than me just stabbing this like a maniac. But, hey. There we go. Alright. Let me pop that back in there. Okay. Alright. Bam! Get the job done, fam. Perseverance. Alright, so then we're gonna sprinkle some of that in there. All-purpose seasoning. Hopefully I didn't put too much in there, for real. And then, there we go. Close that, put that to the side. Now they didn't say use oil or not, so I don't know. I'm gonna use a little bit of oil, but I'd be forgetting if ground beef makes its own oil. Does ground beef make its own oil? If ground beef makes its own oil, please drop it in the comments and let me know. Like I said, I'm new at cooking, so I really don't know. For real. We just going with the waves. We going with the waves, okay? So I'm gonna put a little bit of this oil in there. Oh, and I'm using canola oil. I use canola oil for a lot of things, for real. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on there. Make sure I put it in the pan. Okay, that should be enough. And when I watched the video, I did realize like it didn't really give me like any real measurements for anything. So when I'm putting this stuff in there, I'm literally just dropping, you know, what looks like to be a decent amount, where it's not crazy, it's not too little, it's not too crazy amount. You know what I'm saying? All right, so now we're gonna use, yeah, my hand is kind of greasy. Can't get it over. Wait a minute. I can't get this open for real. Okay. Hold on. Alright, there we go. I got my cooking wine, so now we're just gonna drop a little bit of that in there. Get a little sauce, you know what I'm saying? A little taste, a little zest. There we go. Alright. That look like it was enough. Alright. I get the frozen peppers and onion mix, and I just use that instead of just taking onions and peppers and cutting them up. I used to do that. I'm not gonna lie. I used to do that until I found this, and I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this for now. I'm gonna stick to what I was gonna do. I could eat a whole bowl of these. I could literally cook this whole bag and eat a whole bowl of this, a whole bag of this. Literally absolutely love peppers and onions, for real. You can't go wrong with a bowl of these. Smacking. I actually do put oil in the pan when I do cook my vegetables. Or what are they? Are they vegetables? Are onions and peppers vegetables? I don't know. If you know, drop a comment below, because again, I have no idea. I'm new at cooking. You don't want to smother the food, okay? You don't want to smother it or overdo it, because then it's just gonna be tasting all types of crazy, and you're gonna be looking at yourself like, damn, you really just wasted your food for real. And we're not in the business of wasting food here. That smells kind of good. Okay, that smells kind of good. All right, and I know y'all gonna be mad at me, but I'm probably gonna be adding more and more like ingredients as I go. But that's because, like I said, I am new to this, not true to this, okay? So this is my first cooking video, so bear with me for real. And what's crazy about these onions and the peppers and stuff, you don't even need to season this for real for it to taste good. You just need to saute it. Another ingredient you're gonna need is your heavy whipping cream. This is key. You're also gonna want some cheddar cheese for real. So turn this heat up. I just want some of this stuff to cook a little bit faster. And while this stuff is cooking, let me grab that asparagus because, like I said, I'm pretty good on my vegetables lately. Trying to like bulk up a little bit here and just stay healthy. All right, so now I got my asparagus. I'm about to grab a pan for that real quick. Normally, I don't like putting my, you know what I'm saying, like pots and pans with the handle hanging out this way because I feel like it's like a kind of a safety hazard, but because I feel like if I do it this way, it's gonna be in the way. I don't know, I'm not trying to. Let me do it this way. I don't want the handle to heat up and then, you know what I'm saying, all of a sudden, your boy got 3rd-degree burns. We not here for that. This is not what this video was about. Not at all. Again, use my handy dandy canola oil. Let me see, y'all see that there? I'm just gonna spread this a little bit thinner here for the asparagus. Not too much. Like I said, you don't want to overdo it. Asparagus is so freaking good. It's literally like my new favorite vegetable. It's better than broccoli, for real. Especially when you cook it the right way. All right, so I'm gonna just use this asparagus to just get my oil around the pan. Now clearly you can use something else. You don't have to do it like this. I mean, I'm improvising, fam. This is cooking on improvisation. Is that the right word? Improvisation? Cooking on improvisation? If you know, drop it in the comment section below because like I said, I'm new to this, not true to this. So you're also gonna need some spinach. I already have some baby spinach because I've been making myself some smoothies. You know what I'm saying? My smoothies be on point. Like if y'all really want me to like show y'all how to make these smoothies, because it seems like a lot of people have been on this smoothie kick too, for real, because I was just at the grocery store yesterday and I couldn't find half the ingredients that I needed for those smoothies, which was my mangoes and my pineapples. So literally, if y'all want to figure out how to make some dank smoothies, I'm your boy. Let me show you what it look like. So my smoothies, they turn out green. You know what I'm saying? I'm still looking for a name for it, for real, because I'd be thinking like maybe I'm gonna make a smoothie business or whatever. Anyway, so back to the cooking video here. Let's check up on the pasta, for real. Usually you only want your pasta to be like boiling for like maybe, but I want to say like probably 10 minutes, for real. And I say that because when I'm cooking my mac and cheese, on the box it says boil the noodles for about 10 minutes. So I would just expect that all these noodles, they about the same thing, so it's like the same for real. Cook for 10 minutes. And then we're gonna take them out of there. Ow! Did you see that, bro? See, you gotta be careful with the oil, fam. You gotta be careful. This is why I don't be cooking like that, fam. Be burning people, fam. You gotta watch out. I'm crazy too. I would not have no clothes on, basically. I mean, I got clothes on, obviously, but usually I got, you know, my goggles, I got my shirt, you know what I'm saying, my gloves, my arm wear, you know what I'm saying. I'm usually protected. I'm tripping right now, for real. But, hey, I do it for y'all, fam. I do it for y'all. Season the asparagus. You are gonna wanna season your asparagus because if not, it's just gonna be tasting like you eating leaves or just outside eating plants. You don't want that. So, what I like to do, I add myself a little bit of salt. And I don't know why, but I use this hand technique because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, use too much salt. I like to see how much salt I'm using because when you just sprinkle it in, you really can't tell. And it's bad when you when you put too much salt in there. So I usually be doing stuff like this. I know it's kind of crazy. Everybody got their own technique, but that's what I do, and I kind of just sprinkle it on there a little bit. Also, I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but obviously wash your hands. Make sure your hands are clean before you're doing this. I mean, my hands are clearly clean. I would not be doing that, what I just did with my asparagus, and potentially make myself sick. That's dead. We're gonna want to spread that around a little bit. Get that nice and oily. You know what I'm saying? Make sure each piece of asparagus is getting oiled up. And what I also like to do, I like to put some black pepper on there. Oh, that's what it is. I'm gonna put some black pepper on there. You know what I'm saying? Give it some flavor for real. I'm telling you, if you follow these procedures with the asparagus, it is smacking. You're also gonna want to add some garlic powder. Usually I'll add like garlic cloves. I'll cut up some garlic cloves and throw it in there because I feel like the garlic cloves just gives it pops out that garlic flavor, garlic is really good when it comes down to asparagus. But this is also a good substitute, the garlic powder. It still does you justice. So we're just gonna sprinkle some of that on there. Not too much, don't get too crazy. And we're gonna also want to put a little bit of onion powder on there as well. And again, just a little bit, not too crazy. All right. Ooh, almost got my spatulas mixed up. Don't want to do that. Even though you're cooking the food and everything, it's still cross-contamination, and cross-contamination is not good. Okay, I'm kind of mad at this because I feel like I haven't used this pan in a minute, and I feel like it's cooking my asparagus a little too slow. But I don't want to add I don't want to really turn that heat up too high because I feel like I don't want it to like start charring my asparagus before it gets. I like my asparagus to be with not too much crunch. I don't really like that crunch feeling. I kind of like my asparagus to be kind of not moist, but like it's not a crunch. Pretty much is what I'm saying. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right. So because I want this to kind of I don't know, get that moist texture that I wanted, I'm just gonna cover this up a little bit, let that do what it do. Let me mix this around a little bit more. Now it's probably time for me to check this pasta again and probably release that water for real. Let me see. I think the pasta is about done. You don't want to overboil the pasta because then it'll get too soggy and it's just a mess. Like, it's literally nasty when it's too soggy. All right, so it's looking like my onions and peppers is getting to that texture that I usually like it to get to. So let me show you that a little bit. You see how it's like kind of brown? It's like a little black. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. Let me see, move it up to the camera a little bit more. But it's like, it's starting to get that that blackened texture to it a little bit. It's still got its color. You don't want to burn it. It's still got its color and all, so you can differentiate between, you know, what's the peppers and what's the onions and stuff like that. So what we're gonna do, I just turned that off. We're gonna take this pot and we're gonna go drain this. So I got the pasta sitting over to the side. I got this over here, it's doing its thing. Here, this actually might be done. Yeah. Okay, so this is pretty much done. So let me show you again. I know it's a little dark. Let me see if I can get some light on there. Let me see. I'm not sure if I'm doing a good job or not. You see how it's like kind of got it blackened on there a little bit, but it's not like burnt or nothing on there. It's not burnt. It's just right. That means it is just right for real. So we're gonna turn that down. We're gonna turn the heat off on that. I'm gonna set this right here in the middle for a second. Okay, let me place that like that right now. Make sure my asparagus is done alright. Yeah, it's done alright. Alright, so now back to the meat. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna start adding that heavy whipping cream, our cheese, and the spinach. I'm gonna add the spinach first. So typically, I'm just gonna grab a little bit of this and I'm gonna rinse it through the over the sink real quick, because I feel like just with any of your vegetables like this, you gotta rinse it. Okay, we're gonna put the spinach in there. Put a decent amount, you know what I'm saying? This is a healthy dish for real, for real. We're gonna take our cooked onions and peppers. I'm gonna throw that in there with the meat. Looking like something. It's looking like something. Okay. Now we're just gonna start mixing this stuff up a little bit. Making sure the spinach is cooking in there. Getting the oils and stuff like that. Getting the flavors, the seasonings that I have put in there already. It looked like I could have probably put more spinach in there for real, to be honest. Maybe I'll add a little bit more spinach. Okay. Now that I added more of the spinach, I just want to, again, just try to mix that around a little bit more. Just make sure all the spinach and, you know what I'm saying, is getting all the flavor. Everything is getting the flavor that it needs. Alright. You know, like I said, they did not give me like estimates as to how much to put on here, so we're just gonna eyeball it right now. I don't want to put too much in there, but I also don't want to put too little. Alright, let's just start off with a little bit first. Let me see what happens there. I'm also about to throw the cheese in there. So this is what it's looking like now, right now. Here, let me move the camera a little bit. So that's what it's looking like right now. Looks pretty good, I'm not gonna hold you. Okay. Now, let me add my cheddar cheese. It did look like, you know, in the video they did use a decent amount of cheese, so I definitely do wanna, I don't wanna be lacking on the cheese for real, for real. Alright, that may be too much. That may be too much, but you know what I'm saying, we gonna find out together. Alright. Alright, let me start mixing it up in there a little bit. Also, I'm about to drop my noodles in here as well. My bow tie noodles, because it's looking like this is about that time. Oh, we lost some. Alright. Okay. This looks really good. I'm about to taste this. This looks really, really freaking good. I'm not sure if I should add some more cheese to it or not. Yes, I'm one of those people who eat, I'm eating it for myself, so. This is good. This is a new meal for me. Definitely A1. This is my first time following a recipe off of TikTok or Instagram or anything like that. So for this to actually turn out good is crazy. What I will do, I'm gonna add some salt to this because I know I didn't add any salt earlier. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt using my little salt technique. See if it gives it a little bit more of a pop. And funny story, I literally learned about salt, you know, the importance of salt and pepper. Crazy. In jail. I learned about that in jail. It makes a huge difference in how food tastes. A huge difference. Yeah, but, you know what I'm saying? The jail life, fam. Jail life is something else. Definitely, they give you like little packets of salt and pepper. I really thought I was gonna starve in there because the food they give you in jail is crazy. It's nasty. It's nasty as f. It looks crazy. It tastes crazy. However, if you know what I'm saying, if you use that salt and pepper, you know me, you know what I'm saying, I ain't had nobody putting money in my commissary. So I had to just make do for real. And salt and pepper changes the game. It changes the game. And no, I did not know about salt and pepper before because, again, I was not the one cooking. I had other people cooking for me. Okay, so no, I did not know. I was not hip. Let me show y'all what this looking like. That is what it's looking like. It is smack, fam. Smack. Crazy good. Crazy good. Alright. I'm checking this asparagus again. Whew, let me show y'all what this asparagus looking like. Asparagus looking crazy good. Okay? That's how you cook asparagus, fam. That is how you cook asparagus. And it smells good. It smells amazing. I'm a little mad at myself because I should have been popped this in the oven, but we're gonna throw it in the oven now just so we can have some, you know what I'm saying, some texture, I guess. Some contrast and texture, for real. I forgot the tomato paste, bro. I forgot about the tomato paste. Thank God I just saw this. Okay, so tomato paste low-key was supposed to go on top of the meat, but same thing, it should probably make a difference. I'm still adding it in there. Alright. Just gonna mix it up. I knew it looked like I was missing something. I literally felt it. I felt it for real. I literally felt it. But no worries, no worries. First of all, it tasted good without the tomato paste, not gonna hold you. But this is probably about to make it taste even better. It smells like it literally smells like straight spaghetti at this point now. Okay, yeah, it definitely gave it more of that pasta look. Here, wait a minute, I'm about to show you in a minute. Make sure I get all my tomato paste. It just made the cheese and everything look more like I'm eating spaghetti. Or just like pasta for real. It's like like I'm in Italy, you know what I'm saying? I'm making some dishes that they make out of Italy for real. Italiano. Alright. So that's what it's looking like now. I put that tomato paste in there. Crazy good. Crazy. It tastes so good. I'm honestly really proud of myself. Remember, don't forget your tomato paste. I almost forgot. It definitely pops the flavor like no other, for real. It definitely pops the flavor like crazy. Let me get one of my asparagus. Asparagus, you good too. Alright, so let me plate this real quick, and then I'm gonna show y'all the finished result with like everything. It looks like my bread is almost ready, so we got 2 more minutes off of that. And I'm gonna plate this for you all, and then I'm gonna take a picture, and that'll be it. Thank y'all for watching me for real. Cook this because, again, this is my first video, and this was amazing. So if y'all like this recipe, throw a like, hit that like button, and subscribe, and let me know if y'all want me to make any more videos for y'all or not. Especially let me know if y'all want me to make the smoothie videos. So smoothies are on point. Bomb. Alright. Alright guys, and here is my finished product. With the asparagus, there's the pasta, looking good as ever. Got my bread cooked just right. And there's that smoothie I was talking to you about. If y'all want me to do a video about the smoothie, just let me know. Put it in the comments below. And there you are.